Today we'll be sharing one of our most epic alligator rescues. An alligator on somebody's front porch at 4 o'clock in the morning. And we'll be sharing how this happened to my arm. Don't miss it, you're watching Florida's Wildest. We're Chris and Gabby. We're just your average couple with a passion for wildlife. Okay, or not so average. We're professional animal handlers living in South Florida. We work with dangerous animals on a daily basis. Nothing is off limits, and we never know what kind of crazy animal we're going to run into next. Join us as we explore, adventure, and travel to new and amazing places. Welcome to our wild world. Alligator trappers and trapping agents in Florida are on call 24/7, so that means you could potentially get a call at 4 o'clock in the morning. The call came in as a 6-foot alligator that was in the middle of the road, but when we arrived, it was actually right on somebody's doorstep, and it was much larger than 6 feet.
There's all the cops.
Just by looking at him. He's thick too. Alright.
Let me go in this.
Sure.
We decided the best way to do this was to noose it and pull it off of the concrete and onto the grass, so that way if it death rolled, it wouldn't hurt itself. This alligator made it very clear that she was not interested in being rescued and was not messing around.
Alright, now at least he won't hurt himself on the grass.
We're going to do things as safely as possible and tire the alligator out before we jump on her back.
Got him?
Yeah.
And then it's time to secure the jaws with electrical
That's for
tape.
ducks.
The cops and the homeowner had so much fun watching us.
Cute. Oh, we're taking that picture. We're taking that feeling cute.
like fully tired so
Might get a gator later.
He's pretty tired. It's you.
Well, just leave it there like this.
You woke me up.
So
You can bring the dog out here now to take a see what it was really barking at. Good to know.
yeah, he's really
We gotta get a
tired.
group picture with him.
All right, guys, so we got the gator in the back right here behind us, and we're on our way out. Successful catch. Everything went well. Everything went safely for both us and the animal, so that's phenomenal. Now, being that this animal is over 4 feet long, by law, it is not allowed to be released back out in the wild, so it is going to go to a sanctuary. There were a lot of police on the scene, and they seemed to have a heyday with it.
Oh yeah, they loved it.
They seemed like they just loved it. Yeah, they all had their phones out, and they're all like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
So that's always fun to have a positive, fun interaction with the local law enforcement like that. You know, not everybody's happy to see an alligator at 4 a.m. So these guys were doing a really good job.
Even the homeowner.
Even the homeowner,
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's like, it's okay, just take him.
yeah. So, that's always really nice and refreshing to see where everybody's very positive about the whole thing, and everybody's happy,
Yeah. I mean, we live in Florida. We have 2 million alligators. Sometimes they do cross paths with people. It's not too uncommon.
Sometimes people are very, very afraid or even angry about the alligator and things like that. So it's really good to see people that are positive and happy and understand the situation.
I don't know if I'd be happy if I came home at 4 a.m. to find an alligator right outside my front door.
That's Christmas morning to me. Yeah, that's Christmas morning. You want to just take
A few hours later, Chris and I brought her to the temporary holding facility, where she'll stay until she's transported to her final destination. Now, while we were carrying her out, she actually death rolled in my arms and trapped my arm underneath, and her tail scutes just shredded the inside of my arm, which we'll show a little bit later.
I'm sorry, she knocked over the. I know
No, that's fine.
She's
No
not.
problem.
She's almost 7'8".
7'8"?
7'8". That's a big female.
Yeah, that's a big girl.
I mean, look at the size of her tail. She was eating something in there. Are we done?
Yeah, hold on.
Ooh.
Hold on, Gabby. Get over here.
You're loving this, aren't you?
Alright, hold on just for a minute.
Ugh, the joys of working with alligators, I tell you. So if you guys can see my arm right now, this is actually from the scutes of the alligator. They're just razor sharp. She has really sharp scutes. So when we were carrying her, she death rolled into my arm and she got me a little bit. And obviously this is a very sensitive part of your arm, so it probably looks worse than it is, but it definitely doesn't feel good.
We ended up naming this alligator Daisy, and she was transported to a private facility to live out the rest of her life in peace with a very handsome boyfriend. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode and for supporting us. Your views help us rescue alligators and other animals. And if you're wondering about my arm, it did end up healing. And yes, it did leave a pretty cool scar. We'll see you guys next week.